Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. It is 10:30. I had to make sure it was still morning. I don't know what time it is ever. But I have been sitting here working my business, inviting and following up with people and messaging you guys. And I actually have a call with my mentor in 30 minutes. It just popped up on my phone. With my mentor from Beachbody to actually open my third business center, which, if you don't quite understand what that means, it's a very huge deal for me personally. Honestly, for our team, I'll explain that in just a minute. But also it is for just for me as a business owner. I've been a coach for 6.5 years. That is a very, very long time. To me, it is. I never expected to be here 6.5 years. I honestly signed up in August 2014 thinking I'll get my Shakeology paid for. I'll help a few people. I'll probably burn out on this and I'll probably stop. That was legit my mentality when I signed up to be a coach. But God knew otherwise, right? And so I go back to that point when I started my first new coach training in September 2014. I knew nothing about this. I knew nothing about building a business. I knew nothing about social media. I was talking to Carrie Vance yesterday about how to use Google Drive and all these things. And I was like, girl, I didn't know any of this when I started. I had to figure it out, right? But I also go back and I can see over these 6 years of how God has called me to level up. And when I say He has called me to level up, I can legitimately look back and see specific periods of my business where He was like, okay, Rachel, you've come this far. If you want to go this far, you're going to have to up your game, girl. You're going to have to trust me. You're going to have to get more focused and committed to the work and your time management and all those things if you want to keep growing. And I was actually listening to a sermon this morning while I worked out, and I'll share it in the comments below, from Louis Giglio talking about work and the value of work and how our work reflects what we believe about God. And he gave this example of Daniel and how, yes, he moved up in the ranks. As you know, obviously he was taken from his people. He was forced to work for the king. But the king didn't reward him because of his faith. The king didn't care about his faith. The king rewarded him because of his work, because of his work ethic, because of the devotion to his work. And his devotion came from who he was as a believer of God, right? His faith inspired him to work hard, to work well, and to do it with integrity. And I loved that example. And I can't say that I've always been there in that mindset, but today I am. God has done a work of refinement in me through coaching. And after 6.5 years, I know what this business will do for your life. I know I've experienced it. What showing up every single day and working your business activity tracker will do. I know what getting plugged into your training, whether it's a new coach training or this rising leaders group that we have, will do for your business. I know what listening to the National Wake Up Call will do for your business, right? I know what setting big, scary goals and going after them, and even if you fall short, you don't give up. I know what that will do for your business, right? And all of those things are just part of leveling up. So I said I was going to share my vision with you for my business and for our team for this year. But let me tell you first what my vision was for 2020. Last year, I felt very heavy on my heart that God wanted me to pray for women that would join my team who would actually fall in love with the work that we do. Fall in love with posting on social media. Fall in love with getting your own results and learning to love your body the way God does. Fall in love with adding followers, with connecting with people on social media, with inviting people to your challenge groups. Fall in love with running your own challenge groups and building your own team. And I can look back over 2020 and He answered that prayer. He has answered that prayer in ways that I didn't see coming, that I didn't expect. And I praise Him for that. And I will continue to pray that because I think it's important. I don't think you can build this business and be successful if you don't love the work. And you're never going to love the work until you do the work, right? So I know that from experience. I didn't start having all the confidence. I still don't have all the confidence. I have to try something new every single day that scares me. But I know that if I don't do it, I can't reap the benefits of the fruit that comes from that work, and I can't fall in love with something I'm not willing to do, right? So if you're sitting here as a newer coach, or maybe you've stopped and you're coming back and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to pull out that business activity tracker every day, and I don't want to post. I don't want to connect. It intimidates me. Well, if that's your mindset, it's always going to do that. But if you say, God, give me the courage to do this, and then take action on it, and you use the examples and all the things we share with you, you will fall in love with the work because the work is worthy. The work helps people. The work makes you a better, stronger person internally, externally, in your faith. It is awesome. All right. So, what is my vision for 2021? My vision for 2021 is that I heavily sense that God is telling me to grow leaders. He's saying, Rachel, pray for leaders, right? Because 6.5 years into this business, like, I want other people to experience, yes, getting started, building your own business, the excitement and learning how to do that. But I want you guys, my teammates, my coaches, to experience what it means to level up. I want you to be premier coaches, to be elite coaches, to have your first Coach Who Hits Success Club, to run your first coach training, right? I want to teach you how to level up in your own business, because here's something that I see a trend in my own business that's a reflection of me as the leader. I see too many coaches relying on me to put your challengers into my challenge group, right? I see too many coaches who at this point in your business, you should be running your own challenge group, but you're not. And why is that not a good thing? Because if you're relying on me to lead the people that you sign up, then you're probably not signing people up. I know that I had to get out of Melanie Mitro's challenge groups after month 1, month 2, month 3. I was in there for 2 or 3 months and let her lead my people, because I was signing people up and they weren't doing anything. I was signing people up and they were quiet. I was signing people up and they weren't plugging into the challenge groups. It's because I was not leading them, right? So if you're coaching and you've been a coach for a few months, if you've been through coach training and you are trying to sign people up, you're probably not doing it very enthusiastically or with much intensity or what's the word I'm looking for? Urgency, because you're not running your own groups. But when you're running your own challenge groups, you're like, man, I got to get some people in there or I won't have a group, right? And it honestly makes you a better coach at doing the vitals, because you want people in your group. So you're going to post, you're going to market it, you're going to invite more, you're going to follow up, right? So run your own groups, you guys. And now if you're a brand new coach and you just started New Coach University, like, go through that for a month or 2. But by month 3, everyone should be running their own challenge group. I don't care if you have 2 people in there. I don't care if you have to team up with somebody else and do it together. That's a great idea. But run something that you can call your own. And if you worry about, like, Rachel, I don't know what to post in there, I don't know how to do it like you do. I didn't either. I just had to wing it. I didn't have a challenge group guide. Actually, Melanie did give me a challenge group guide, but it wasn't anything that sounded like me. So I had to take it and break it apart and read my devotions and read Made to Crave and pull stuff to give to my challengers every day. Now, at this point, obviously, we have challenge group guides we can give you, and you are welcome to them. I purchased challenge group guides from a company called Mompreneur, but I honestly change a good bit of it because she's not a believer, and I add my own stuff to it. But it still gives me some content and some recipes and things to share, so I'm not having to come up with it all on my own. It's just an investment I make. It's a time management thing that I do. Hey guys, your thing's done. Sorry. So that's one way you can level up. You may be a brand new coach or somebody who joined as a coach and you've never actually launched your business. You're not posting on social media. You're not getting results in your fitness. You're not telling people you're a coach and that you're inviting people to a challenge group. Maybe that's how you level up right where you are today. There are so many different ways that you can level up in your business, but my challenge to you is to always be leveling up. Always be saying, okay, I'm doing this. I feel confident in this. I don't want to get comfortable. What's the next step, Rachel? One of the ways that I want to see a lot of you guys level up, because this was a game changer in my own personal business. I can remember in January 2017, I had to make a decision. I had been a coach for almost a year and a half. Hold on, let me turn this off. Hey, boys. Sorry, that's a buzz killer. I had to make a decision to actually like start leveling up in my own business, okay? Because I was running great challenge groups. I was hitting Success Club 10 every month at that point in my business, and I was pretty confident and comfortable in posting on social media. Wasn't perfect, but I was pretty comfortable. But my team was not growing. I was a diamond that year. I was dropping in and out of diamond because I didn't have coaches who wanted to work the business. So I had to decide, if I'm going to keep coaching, I'll get bored if I keep doing this, like just running challenge groups, just hitting Success Club. I love that work, but I wanted more. And so in January 2017, I had to decide for myself that I was going to run a sneak peek into coaching every single month. I wasn't going to invite people to Melanie's anymore. I wasn't going to like add people to her sneak peeks or trainings. I was going to run a sneak peek every month, and I was going to run my own new coach training because that made me level up. That made me say, hey, I've got to put some skin in the game, and I don't want to run. Actually, I ran a lot of coach sneak peeks where nobody showed up. Actually, so many that year. But I did it anyways. I recorded it, I saved it, and I sent it out to people who told me they wanted to learn more about coaching. I started to run my own new coach trainings. I took what Melanie was doing, I copied it, and I put them in a group, and I led my coaches there. We hit Premier that year for the first year. I hit 2-star diamond, and we hit Premier that year. If I had not leveled up, I never would have done that, right? And that was our team, you guys. Like, that was our team. I didn't get there all on my own. I actually had to help other people hit their own goals so that I could hit mine. And that's the beauty of this business, all right? So I want to ask you, where do you need to level up? It's January 2021. You have an entire year ahead of you. What have you been doing or not doing that you know you need to change to level up in your own business? And I am telling you all of this in love. I am telling you all of this not because I want to get anybody off my back, or I don't want you in my challenge groups or your challengers. I'm telling you this because I know that if you don't grow outside your comfort zone, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to get to where you want to be, the income you want, the rank you want, the team you want. You're never going to quit that full-time job. You're never going to get where you say you want to be if you don't level it up, sister. And I am legitimately praying this for you. I am praying that God would unsettle your heart and your soul to do that next big thing in your business, because I know that when He does, you will feel scared, yes, but it feels amazing to trust Him with that. It feels amazing to ask God to give you the courage and to watch Him do it. It feels amazing to ask Him to bless the work and to watch Him do it in His own way. That's all I can say, in His own way. So the last thing I want to say before I go is, when you do decide to level up from wherever you're at right now, it's going to require an effort, and it's going to require time. So maybe you haven't been working your business activity tracker at all. Maybe you haven't been doing anything really to grow your own business. If you're going to start, it's going to require time. So if you're going to start posting on social media, if you're going to start inviting, if you're going to start adding followers, you're going to have to find the time to do it. And I made that video yesterday in here about time blocking. So make sure you're willing to do that to level up. The next thing, if you're committing to running your own groups, it's going to require the time to create the group, to schedule the content in the group, to check into the group, to message the girls in your group, right? That's a time investment, but it's an investment that will pay off in loyal customers. It'll be an investment that pays off in future coaches. So find the time to run your own groups. If you're committing, like I did in 2017, to running your own sneak peeks, to training your own coaches, it's going to require an investment of time. I say investment because it will pay off. Building your own team of coaches will pay off in income. It will pay off in rank. It will pay off in all those things that you say you want, but you're going to have to plan your sneak peeks. You're going to have to schedule, when am I going to run it? If I work a full-time job, am I going to do a live call at night?
I understand.
Sorry, Siri's talking to me. Or am I going to actually make a group where I post videos in there, right? You have to get intentional if you're going to see the fruit from it. If you begin to mentor your own coaches, it's going to take an effort of time. Maybe you start helping lead our new coach video trainings, or maybe you start running your own team calls, create your own team page. That is an investment of time. But I am here to tell you that anytime you make that investment, anytime you level up, anytime you set new goals, growth will happen. Okay, it will happen. I am living proof of that. So don't let it scare you. Let it be this fire in your gut that says, I'm doing the next big thing and this is how I'm going to level up. And you know what? You're going to set goals that you miss. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be okay with missing goals all the time, but don't be afraid to set goals that scare you. Because like say you set a goal to be 1 star by April 1st and you miss it. I guarantee you're a lot closer on April 1st than you are today if you set the goal and you get intentional about doing the work, all right? This work is amazing. It's worthy. It just has changed my life. And so this year I'm praying for you guys to level up and become leaders with me. All right. If you have any questions about any of that, or you don't know what to do next or what your next goal should be, that's fine. Reach out to me and ask me. I'm here to help. But if you know what your next goal should be, maybe it's starting your business, maybe it's making a coach announcement again, maybe it's creating your own challenge group or running your own sneak peek this month, you know what you should do next. Stop being too afraid to do it and just do it. Just do it, do it, do it. It will be imperfect, but that's how you grow and that's how you learn. All right. So tell me how you're leveling up in 2021 and let's do it together.